Ricky Starks has been freed as he officially made his debut in NXT, and my goodness, just listen to this place. My goodness, yes it is. It's so obvious we know who you are, but if you don't know who Ricky Starks is, that's what this video here today is going to do. We're gonna learn who Ricky Starks is, and my goodness, this man had a hell of a career over in AEW and everywhere that he was beforehand. In AEW itself, he was a World Tag Team Champion with Big Bill. He was the FTW Champion. He won the Eliminator Tournament in 2022. He won the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale in 2022, and he was the Men's Owen Hart Cup winner in 2023. Everything seemed to be going so well for Ricky Starks, but for one reason or another, the dude just simply wasn't on TV. But that is about to change, as this man is destined for the big time. Let's take a look at some of the best moves from Ricky Starks.
And even FTR,
a one-arm running clothesline, a little bit of power behind that. Also, take note right here, this dude be rocking like the New Jersey Devils jersey right there. I'm gonna assume that's in Jersey. This man has babyface star written all over it. What are we doing? Why is he not pushed to the moon already? He should already be NXT champion, even before his first match in WWE. A sit-out powerbomb. This dude's got strength. By the way, that's Brian Cage right there. That dude is massive.
Ricky Starks. Wow!
Look at this.
Look at this. Power by Ricky Starks.
Oh,
we got it. Shoulder shot.
Sheesh.
Oh, swinging neck breaker.
The neck breaker is also pretty cool.
Oh, swinging neck breaker.
Nice, man. When he gets good momentum with that looks pretty dope.
Mouth them together, good offense.
Rope step, DDT, beautiful. Beautiful, man. That's gonna hit in NXT. Here he goes again. Yep. Against Lance, the Murder Hawk monster. Damn, against Hobbs as well. The spear. To Danhausen, very nice, very evil. All right, a little off right there. Look at this spear. He gets it. I wonder if he's going to have to change the spear, though, in WWE, since literally everybody uses it. Probably going to have to change the spear. But you never know. You never know. They might let him keep it. That's a good spear. That's a brutal spear, man.
May not bode well for Ricky Starks because he's got less than 48 hours.
Here he goes. So what I love about his spear as well is how he just launches himself into his opponent. Like he doesn't break stride at all. Oh, dude, no sell. What? What? Bro, how you gonna no sell that? What a finish. Oh. Yeah, that was nicely done. And here it is. This is his big time finisher. Now, I like that he has the spear because he can't always hit this move on everybody. But the fact of the matter is, Ricky Starks is incredibly talented and very freakishly strong. You would not expect him to be able to lift the people that he does, but Rochambeau is a dope finisher. Yeah. That's gonna hit. Freaking Ethan Page. Oh, that was cool AF. Off the lethal injection, right? Oh, throwback to the pandemic era, I believe.
The double underhooks.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, look at the strength, dude. Wow.
Starks, my man.
You can't help but be impressed.
1, 2, 3. He's got QT.
And against QT as well. Like, QT is not a small man. Like, QT is actually a relatively large individual. And he just lifts him up with ease.
The cover. And the win for Ricky Starks.
Freakishly strong, man, but there's so much more to Ricky Starks than just that. In fact, we've seen his finisher evolve over the years, and this video right here shows like the finisher evolution. So let's take a quick little look right here as he hits that Rochambeau. But this is where he started out with a Buster Keaton from 2013 to 2020. Very much a moderation of the Rochambeau, but then he turned it into that which is his finisher evolution, and then of course the spear as well. But I found this really dope website called allelitemoves.com, and it has every single move that Ricky Starks does listed right here and shown in a nice little GIF format. So let's take a look. We already know about the Rochambeau and the spear, but how about this? The dude breaks out an Alabama slam with, oh, that guy looks familiar. There you go. Nice little Alabama slammer from that man. The apron angel wings. Oh, dude. That's nasty right there. He has a little snake eyes. So this is pretty cool that you can just kind of get a feel for what Ricky Starks brings to the ring. A nice variation of power, athleticism, and then, of course, the big thing from Ricky Starks is that this man is able to speak. What the hell is this? Coffin drop. He's got personality. He can talk on the microphone, as we saw in NXT, and he can work against a wide variety of opponents. Like, look at the size difference. You've got this man right here, and you got Keith Lee over here. There's just such an incredible difference of opponents. Like Claudio in there, he hit a flip over DDT. Oh, that was sick. What was that against Swerve? Front flip D. How is this man not a star? Okay, how has this man been just like kept to the sidelines for the better part of 2024? He's so talented, and he's going to crush it in NXT. A Liger bomb is disgusting. A missile drop. Oh, man, beautiful. Beautiful missile drop kick right there. I sound like I'm glazing the hell out of this man, but he's incredibly underrated. In fact, he has been let me find this website. Like, look at this man right here. He's incredibly underrated. This is going back to 2020. This dude was in the PWI 500, which I know really doesn't mean that much, but it's a good idea as to where everybody's ranked in the world. Like, yeah, he was 122 right there in 2021, but then he moved up to 53 in 2022, 43 in 2023. Look, everything was going right for Ricky. And then he even had the match of the year, rate number 10, at least for match of the year in 2023. But then 2024 came around, and I don't really understand what happened, why he was taken off TV as much as he was. He was ranked number 4 and number 5 in 2021 and 2022 as the most underrated. Like, this just tells everything we need to know. This dude was ready to break out as a star, and then his momentum got halted. And just look at this charisma from this man right here. Watch him do the old school. Like, what is this? What is this guy? How is he not going to be an NXT champion, like, right away? Put him up against Obafemi at NXT Stand and Deliver, and just have it be done, okay? This is the man. The revolution is about to be televised on NXT, and he needs to be the NXT champion. Like, this is a guy who can come in and completely revitalize the NXT men's division, and we know, there's no question about it, the NXT men's division definitely needs a new star. There's been a lack of star power there, and don't get me wrong, Obafemi's awesome. Don't get me wrong, Trick Williams is awesome, but for a long time here, it's really felt like the NXT men's division has fell second to the NXT women's division. It's time to see a new star become a new champion in NXT. Like, look how damn good he is. Look, how can you not love this man right there? So many power moves. He can pull it off in a tag team as well. Like, look at the double Alabama slammer right there. A trade-off suplex is pretty cool with, look at the power. Look at the power, man. And then he's got a half crab for a submission. And then here's the super finishers, the diving spear through a ladder and a little slingshot Rochambeau. That's pretty dope. Like, the man is insane. I just can't wait to see what's next for Ricky Starks in WWE. The world is his oyster. But I asked you over on Twitter to submit any people that you want to see face Ricky Starks. Like, who do you want to see face him? And there was a lot of great answers. First up, Phil said that I think there should be a match at NXT Stand and Deliver between Ricky Starks, Obafemi, and Trick Williams. I know it's a bit of a rush to have Ricky Starks involved in the NXT title picture, but I think with the star power and the fans behind him, you can make him work. I'd even make the argument to put the title on him. And this right here, dude, if this is the NXT Stand and Deliver match, I'm more than all right with it. Part of me thinks that Trick Williams is on his way to the main roster, and he's going to be called up the night after WrestleMania. In fact, I was very shocked that he was not called up at the Royal Rumble, but I imagine that we're going to see Trick Williams on the main roster sooner rather than later, and Obafemi might not be far behind. I could in fact see them calling up both Obafemi and Trick Williams in one single go and saying, here you go, Ricky Starks, NXT's yours. But if this was a triple threat match at NXT Stand and Deliver, this is the perfect way to protect Obafemi moving forward. You could have Trick Williams do the job to Ricky Starks, and then you move Ricky Starks up as the NXT champion and move Trick Williams up to the main roster as a new star. And then Obafemi chases the NXT title one more time against Ricky, and you get that one-on-one match. I love this idea. Triple threat match would bang. But what about Ricky Starks versus LA Knight? Yeah, just the promo battle alone would be very entertaining, and I think everybody would want to see this. In the ring, I don't know what their styles would be like, if it would mesh really well, if it'd be very entertaining, or if it'd just be an okay match. But regardless, the promo battles themselves, if this was a full-fledged feud, everybody would be glued to their television screens, and this could honestly be one of those feuds that like goes into a pay-per-view without a title being on the line. They'd be able to talk everybody into the feud, and I'm not saying that this is like a WrestleMania match between the two, but if you were to tell me that Ricky Starks versus LA Knight, say like random, I know it sounds crazy, but for the NXT championship at a big time NXT PLE might be the way to go. Or hell, you could even have the NXT championship defended at SummerSlam, and you could do Ricky Starks versus LA Knight for that title there. That'd be pretty dope. Obviously, Ethan Page and Ricky Starks have a lot of history from their time in AEW, and so seeing the two of them lock up would almost be a must-have. You kind of have to position Ricky Starks versus Ethan Page at some point, and the fact that we've seen a lot of people in NXT allude to the fact that they came from AEW without outright saying it, you just have to have this moment where Ricky Starks and Ethan Page are on the screen together. Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. Bro, this match would slap. Come on, Ricky Starks and Ilya Dragunov? Yes, please. How could you not want to see the Mad Dragon versus Mr. Roshan? But what is it? What's his nickname? Oh, okay. Absolute Stroke Daddy is his nickname. Okay, all right. Absolute Stroke Daddy. Got it. So I guess we're gonna see Stroke Daddy versus the Mad Dragon. that sounds sus. Okay, Grayson Waller versus Ricky Starks. I like that idea. The promo battles, the mic battles, whatever you want to call them alone would be great to see. In the ring, again, I wonder what their chemistry would be like. I think that they could probably put on a bit of a banger. It sounds good on the surface. I really don't hate this one. Ooh, okay, Carmelo Hayes, though, versus Ricky Starks. Yeah, okay, him versus the Stroke Daddy. What the heck? Why is his nickname the Stroke Daddy? But this right here, this on the surface prints a lot of money. Dude, Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Starks would be a great set of matches, whether it be on SmackDown, NXT, Raw, you name it. It really doesn't matter. And honestly, this would be a great first feud as well for Ricky Starks. If he was talking a lot of crap, we would be able to elevate Carmelo Hayes while elevating Ricky Starks at the same time. So if Melo was free to do a little run in NXT again, I know that he's getting popular on SmackDown right now, but he's also just really starting to get a lot more TV time. This would help build him up even more. And everybody loves Carmelo Hayes. It's always cool to see somebody who is an NXT champion come back to NXT. I'd be so down for this match. Oh, this one too. Chad Gable versus Ricky Starks. That is intriguing because Chad Gable is on a run of a lifetime right now, and Chad Gable feels like he is able to get a great match out of literally a broomstick. This guy is literally the second coming of Kurt Angle, and Ricky Starks and Chad Gable in the ring would create magic. I have no doubt in my mind. I feel like Chad Gable is the perfect type of worker to go alongside of a Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks with his power game, with his charisma and all that, Gable would be able to fill all the downtime in that match. He'd be able to make every single move feel like it meant the world, and he would sell his ass off for Ricky Starks as well. Dude, Chad Gable actually deserves a lot more love for how good he is. Javon Evans is a really neat idea, and I imagine we are definitely going to see Ricky Starks versus Javon Evans sooner rather than later. He's probably going to be one of his first opponents, and it would be a great match. We touched briefly on Trick Williams, but yeah, Trick Williams versus Ricky Starks one-on-one definitely needs to happen. You're talking about a guy who was the face of NXT for quite a while. You could argue still is the face of NXT. And then you have this newcomer in Ricky Starks who's looking to make his name. Him taking out Trick Williams, I don't know if Ricky's going to be a babyface or a heel, but whichever side of the coin he lands on, him versus Trick Williams is going to be money. Oh my God. And then the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. How could you not want to see AJ versus Ricky Starks? Again, AJ feels like he could probably get a great match out of Ricky Starks. And like, I'm not saying Ricky's a bad worker, because we've seen from this video, he is not a bad worker. AJ Styles is just phenomenal, and AJ Styles can literally get a great match out of anybody. Him and Ricky would create magic in the ring, and it would be us fans who get to enjoy it. Like, man, guys, Ricky Starks is in WWE. This guy who has been putting on amazing matches in AEW. He's one of my favorites back when I actually did watch that promotion, and now we get him in WWE. My goodness, life is good. Now, if you guys are looking to do a more of a deeper dive into who Ricky Starks is and you're literally not familiar with him at all, these are his career highlights thanks to cagematch.net, and they have a bunch of these matches that are worth watching for you. So literally, like, you could go and watch CM Punk versus Ricky Starks, Bryan Danielson versus Ricky Starks. His tag team run with Big Bill was very entertaining. Of course, you got another Bryan Danielson, Ricky Starks in there. That feud was very entertaining. Jericho, Ricky Starks, MJF, Ricky Starks. You've got some promos in here as well. His feud with Powerhouse Hobbs was awesome, very enjoyable. There's a lot of great matches that you can definitely go check out there from AEW. He had a great run, man. He's criminally underrated. But let me know your favorite moment from Ricky Starks down below in the comments, and who would you like to see Ricky Starks face in WWE now that he's here? And also, while you're down there, make sure you leave a like on this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and keep coming back every single day because we upload wrestling videos every single day. And also, if you want extra content, be sure to check out our Patreon. We do a ton of match watch-alongs over there. We're doing a Lucha Underground watch-along and a watch-along of every single main event match in WWF/WWE pay-per-view history. It's a great watch. Come join us. We also have a match club. So much more over there. I've rambled on enough. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.